wanted a little bit more clean cut and just saying, you know, we were gonna say no to the tree vendor because we're valuing parking and snow dump, you know, and good, you know, trying our best practices environmentally for snow dumping and that. You know, that's kind of what you're weighing as your values. So if you wanted to go that direction as a board, obviously you can.
Well, Trustee Warren and then Trustee Menta.
I'll defer to you if you
I
want
was
to.
going to make a suggestion that he sell trees on the Menlo Boulevard.
Okay. Okay.
Good one. Trustee Warren.
It's getting late and I totally forgot what I was going to say based on
On that, you can reserve your right to speak. How's that?
It's about the tree guy.
Trustee McKay.
I'm really satisfied with the follow-up that we got, and I think it reasonably kind of responds to a lot of concerns. And so I would be willing to make a motion to, propose that snow is stored in the southern half of Lot C. Move to authorize staff to execute snow removal and dumping plan. I'll just say as presented and see where it goes. If we need to amend it.
All right, second. Further discussion? I had my question that wasn't answered yet. Additional safeguards would need to be implemented to assure surface waters are not impacted. What does that mean?
Where are you getting that from?
Our chart for dumping in River Park parking lot. I just want to make sure that was one of the 5 concerns.
That might have been done at the time when the whole MMSD's discussion maybe hadn't been confirmed. We have confirmed that the water is going to MSD and is treated, so
Okay, that's
I
what
think
was.
getting that confirmation, I think that takes care of
So
it.
the only reason I said is when Mustafa was here, he mentioned additional inlets, so places
Yeah.
where you could drain.
And that could be more of a long-term solution. We've also, as staff, talked about a potential bioswale that we could do just off of the parking
Oh,
lot.
there's a place for a bioswale.
So,
Now.
yeah, I know.
Sorry, but
No, but we'll get into that later, but just, my point is there's long-term things, and that's why I think River Park parking lot C is actually another potential nice option, because there are other long-term solutions that you can do with it.
Good to know. Trustee
Can I
Menta.
amend the motion to say limited to the southern portion of parking lot C?
Is that what the motion says? No? Okay.
No,
Second.
no, that's,
You want to discuss why?
No, we've already discussed.
Okay. Trustee Carpenter.
I just had a quick question on the Christmas tree vendor. Is he or she only in parking lot C? I don't
D.
remember. So, but is it on like the grass? No, that's
No,
what I recall.
in the parking lot.
It's in the parking lot? Okay. So,
Yes, Trustee Warren.
So quick question on the amendment. If we say limited to the southern portion, would that be enough direction to DPW?
well, I think what I heard and what I clarified with Trustee Menta is that with the understanding, maybe if we do a friendly amendment, with the understanding that if Lot C, is getting to maximum space on the south end, that it's limited to just dumping of other public lots in that space and not the business district? Is that, because there may be 1 or 2 snowfalls that we would be over south, and that's where staff would at least want some direction on what to do. And if it's limiting it just the public lots, I think that would be enough direction for them.
Isn't that similar, can I just ask, to what I just said, which we're not quite sure, but yes, the public lots, and then if there's a safety hazard, is that the same thing, kind of?
Sure,
Then you
yeah.
exceed it? Okay, I'm sorry. I just want-
Well, If you want to add that
Let
in.
me put it this way, okay, let me withdraw that amendment. Say with the amendment that snow dumping at River Park is limited to the southern portion of parking lot C. And if additional space is needed for snow dumping, the DPW will find other spots in the village
We'll leave it.
For that,
for the whatever is over and above that amount for whatever period.
okay,
Whether that be Triangle Park, whether that be Menlo, whether that be whatever.
okay.
If they want to come to us and ask us to designate, like if they want to come in the winter and say, we need some additional space, you tell us where to put this because we're full of parking lot C, then.
You just want it in a different location and not all in one spot in that situation, like in north. You would not want the north side of the parking lot.
Yeah, I think we need to start thinking about other what's the word I'm thinking of when you?
Locate, there's other
overage
geographic
amounts.
locations.
Well, yeah, location for any amount that would be in addition to what can fit on the parking lots in the southern portion. I mean, we do have other options besides just this.
Can you repeat that so I know if I want to second it or not?
What I'm hearing is that if they run out of space on the south side of Lot C, that DPW would have their discretion on another geographic location to put the snow.
And if they chose not to, they would come to the board and we would have to pick a place. Essentially go through
We've
everything.
had all these meetings.
So
Now we're saying let them do it?
I'm not gonna second it because I would, again, I don't have that answer. Is it just the public lots that would go there for that southern half? And
No,
then,
it would be, they would, so if they want to continue to do the business district, I agree with you that we need to give the business district some certainty as to whether we're going to remove snow or not. So if we say yes, I mean, it's looking on an average winter that we would be able to fit the business district and the lot snow on the southern part of C.
okay,
If we get to a situation removing all that snow where there's big snow there and we need extra space, rather than go to the northern part of C, I'm saying that either DPW can come back to us and ask us to designate spots throughout the village, or they on their own can start using other places throughout the village for just that overage amount,
or
which
leave it where
may
it's
not,
at.
which may not even occur because I think it was 3,600 cubic yards.
Yeah, you're talking about almost double the amount.
Yeah, I mean, the average that was on Wilson was 3,600, and we're talking 6,000 in the southern part of C. So it would have to be a really huge winter, and if it is a huge winter, I'm just saying, in that case, that the DPW could figure out a place to put it.
Could
There's
they
other
also-
places to put it.
Could they also ration of what is most needed for safety? Just, and leave the rest of it there?
I mean, that's up for you
That's
if
what
I
I'm
want to
asking.
confirm that, or, but,
But I thought you didn't want to do that because I agree, businesses need to know, do they have to contract for snow or not? Maybe we need to decide that first.
Yeah, so I just, yes,
I think it's very challenging to say that we're going to not remove her it's just for the sake of safety. We need to give Public Works the jurisdiction to do their job. And one person's safety concern is another person's business concern. So that, I just want to express to you, I find that to be a very slippery slope, and I think that I would encourage you not to make direction based on that. I think it's very challenging.
I would agree, I was gonna say the same thing. And also, I also have concerns about giving them discretion to put it other places after we have had all these discussions and we've heard all these. So I don't think we are gonna need, it won't come to that, but I would just assume that if it comes to needing extra space, that we could just keep it in one space. And it's just for this year and then we can reassess. But I would hate to come back and have another several hours of discussion about pros and cons of different areas. And I could understand why DPW wouldn't want to take that discretion because of the number, the sheer volume of phone calls that they already are going to have to deal with all these, which I know that that's part of their job, but the communications around some of these policy changes, I think, are going to be challenging. You know, we should try to limit the number that we have to tackle.
So if I can summarize, staff's suggestion is to remove from the business area, remove from parking lots, start in the southern part of C, and if it gets to be excessive, go to the northern part of C.
correct.
Okay. And that's what Ann's motion is. And
Right,
mine,
that's what's on the floor.
that's what's on the board. My amendment is remove from both lots and the business district, but when the southern part of C is full, find an alternate.
Which would be DPW's discretion of where
Or
that
they
would be.
can come, or they can return to the board and we'll find an alternate.
So she's in
A
a
second on
She's
the
doing a friendly amendment, so I think you need a second.
Did anyone second?
I
my
would
motion?
like to second it, but I also feel that they can just leave it where it's at. So my preference, depending on how, if there's a second or not a second, I want to vote, the way I would vote is I would like to leave the snow in the business district, and just utilize River Park for the snow that we feel is from our lots, our crosswalks, our maybe corners of sidewalks that might not necessarily be ours, but something that is urgent for public safety to cross the street, but not necessarily to get to a business. And so,
Is that a second or is
Is
that?
there a motion?
okay, so I don't think it was a second, so that was my,
Okay,
So no second? No second. So to the original motion?
And I would say to that, we could take up that policy separately, really. I mean,
so I can make an amendment, correct?
Yeah, there's no.
So I'd like to make an amendment to, utilize the southern, am I saying this correctly, the southern part of
Lot C.
Lot C, to move the snow from the public parking lots and crosswalks. I don't know where else we move snow. Do we do
Well,
corners?
just, I would say that, and then it looks like, it sounds like you're not including the business district, so I would just leave it at that.
But does say like you need to do a corner of a sidewalk to get across the street? What
Or
is-
you could just say all of our typical snow removal excluding the business district? Is that what you want to do?
Sure, but if there's a, so,
that's good.
okay,
I'll second that.
all right.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, we have an amendment and a second. Do you want to read it back?
To utilize the southern part of Lot C to do the typical snow removal except for the business district.
Unless there's a crosswalk in the business district, right?
Correct.
I just want to make sure that we didn't say the wrong
That's
thing.
included in the.
I don't,
So,
yeah, I'm gonna vote no because I just don't, we don't have definitions and.
but I thought that, so Leanne has told us this in her presentation that,
Talk about on the sidewalk or not the sidewalk corners.
so the
Is that
snow
where-
that from the business district is the snow that's in this greenway, in the
Correct.
parkway.
Yes,
Okay, so
between the
excluding,
sidewalk and street.
excluding the parkway. Is that what I'm trying to say?
I think
Because
so.
the crosswalks would still.
I think that's what you're trying to
The
say.
crosswalk is public,
Correct.
even if it's in the business district. It would still, you would be able to clear the crosswalk.
Because the businesses removed that already on the sidewalk itself.
They cleared their own sidewalks, but then it lines up against where a parking meter would be, like that parkway area.
Okay, I just want to make a clarification that it's, when I say the business district for the motion, it's the parkway
Okay.
that's what I've been told is what the business district snow removal is.
Okay.
And I'd like to say that I'm gonna vote no because I agree with our village manager in saying that if it's a safety issue, like this is a DPW call that I feel comfortable that they can make this call, whether or not they need to remove this level of snow in the parkway from the business community to.
Is that what she was saying?
No, I was wanted to, just when you're done. Sorry.
I'm done.
So I just have a general question because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's different here in Shroewood, but if I'm a residential homeowner and if I live on a corner, right, and your sidewalk goes to the street, it's your responsibility to clear that portion, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so.
Address that?
Yes, please.
Technically, municipality has an inalienable duty to clean the public sidewalk if the owner actively doesn't do it. But, you can have an ordinance that requires them to do it, but that doesn't abrogate you if you're not eligible to do it. Here's the good news though, there's no liability that will attach unless it's there for 3 weeks or more, that's pursuant to statute. So even if you're liable, there's damage limits that are under 893.
50,000.
And there's other issues that may relate to discretionary decisions, whether you have some kind of, but technically, there's cases that say that they're not going to take care of that.
That's the same as a sidewalk. So in other words, it would be if they didn't. So if the policy was adopted that we have no intent of clearing the sidewalks or the parkway, right? Then if they didn't, we could go and clear it and put it in river, but it wouldn't be all of them. We would just find them, just like we do everybody else.
So 2 points of clarification. By the time your responsibility as a neighboring property owner to clear the snow, which apparently extends to the crosswalk, what other room is left? There is no other room left other than these side spots or in the alleyways. I just want to be clear, because there's no other land there other than the land that is right there. So anything coming from a crosswalk would be put in the alleyway,
No, you put it,
or the parkway, parking lot.
correct.
Correct.
So
Okay.
if someone was clearing it themselves, like say as a business owner, I'm shoveling, where would I put it? In the parkway.
Okay, so with what you're, okay, so what I provided comment on before is I still think that that's gonna get into a confusing area, with regards to safety, what's safety versus a
But
business.
that's not in the amendment.
Correct, okay, so I just want to clarify that to make sure that I'm on the same page. On the other point, you need to understand that snow patrol is also one of the things that is on your list.
Okay, can I clarify? So in the amendment that was written, it's not, there's no more discretion if it's safety. It is leave the snow in the business district, in the parkway, you know.
Okay,
I thought crosswalks were something we did as a public thing. If it's not, then fine.
Okay.
I didn't know
Only
that.
if they